Well, hi there, awesome art school students. I have a very, very exciting new development in addition to the Fun Fab Drawing Club. I am so excited to announce and show you what I have made for you. My friend Mandy Brown and we have worked closely together for years. She's in charge of my content calendar and programming, and she helps me with a lot of my editing and my blog and my newsletter, and she helps me in a number of ways run Awesome Art School. And she has helped me pull together a guide, full comprehensive guide that accompanies the Fun Fab Drawing Club. One of the difficulties of the Fun Fab Drawing Club is that it's so huge and it contains so much content. And it's also, based online. It's digitally based. And so a lot of people struggle with some parts of the navigating, finding things, where to post, where to upload, where are the lessons? What order are we supposed to go in? Like all the things. I've been wanting to do this forever. I'm so excited that it's finally here. So we have taken every single question that I have ever gotten about the Fun Fab Drawing Club, and we have answered it in this guide. It's also a workbook. So there's pages in there where you can take notes and sketch, jot down questions if you have them, keep tabs of your progress depending on where you are. It is a paper copy of all the things that are digitally online in the Fun Fab Drawing Club at Awesome Art School. The table of contents is 2 pages. There is so much information in here, but it's all in one place. So I really truly made this to be your guide, and you can use it as much as you want to help you figure out where you're supposed to be and how to do literally everything. So we start off with supplies. There's 158 pages, so I'm not going to go over every page, but we have supplies. I also have links that accompany all the, different supplies that I'm recommending. And luckily, there's very few supplies that you can do the entire Fun Fab Drawing Club with, which is amazing. A little introduction. All right, here is my new approach. It's not new, but I finally put it into writing. My art approach, which is attitude, repetition, and techniques. So I have this in writing for you. I have the class creed, which are super positive affirmations that I want you to be repeating to yourself out loud to keep you up to speed and motivated and inspired. So the A part of your art education, your attitude, this is what the creed is to help you to do that with, because you can't have a full art education with me if you're lacking the attitude part. It's the most important part. That's why it's A and it comes first. We have expectations and sharing, like where should you share? What should you share? Here are step-by-step instructions on how to post pictures at Awesome Art School. A lot of people don't know that you can upload your pictures into the classroom. So there's step-by-steps for you. There's a place where you can jot your notes. Okay, it all starts with this drawing journey. We have the journey of an awesome artist within the Fun Fab Drawing Club, lays out the base classrooms that compile that journey that you can go in. Step 1. Logging in. How do you log in? Step 2, accessing your membership. Step 3, watch the welcome video. So if you're new to the club, and a lot of you will be soon, if you're watching this after I've just opened up enrollment, this tells you exactly how to get started. And the notes so far. I'm logged in. Now what? Literally, what exactly do you do? So this describes exactly what you do. And then this is the paper version of what you'll see in the computer. So it goes through the different levels of it goes through the different stage classrooms that make up that journey of an awesome artist. And this is super important because the first thing you're going to need to do is identify the stage that you are at, because that is where you're going to begin. And then you work your way up through the classrooms one by one. So you might come in at a level 4, which is a fairy. You might come in at a level 2, which is a sprite. So it just depends on what your experience is and your background is, and that will determine where you start your journey. I also put I have taken all of my cheat sheets. If you follow me on YouTube, you know I love making cheat sheets, and they are all contained within here in the appropriate place. I also remind you that you have free access to my YouTube and cheat sheet library at Awesome Art School. It's part of your membership. It's bundled in. So you can at any time go in and download and print out many copies. But they're also, this shows you exactly how to do that. But I also put them in here for you, literally. So you could just turn the page to 29 and there it is. There's all helpful links to different videos that accompany the different cheat sheets. We have the eyelash one. This is a cheat sheet, so you can practice your shading on her or you can copy her. And this is a place where you can do the same drawing over and over and over to keep tabs and track of your progress. Here's that same exact face and how I've finished her off with shading and lashes and earrings, and you can do the same thing here. Okay, I have my shading guide, and those are all things that we are going to be incorporating at about the nymph level, which is why I've put them in the nymph level, stage 3 of the guide. This is stage 4 again, so the book is so helpful because it helps you determine where your stage is, but it also gives you a quick sneak peek of like what you'll be learning in there. So in case you need a refresher or you are starting from scratch, you know what's coming up. Or if you need to go back and revisit something. So this is the profiles. There's my cheat sheet right in here for you. This is what we're doing in the fairies classroom. And so again, it has places for you to actually do some projects as well as take notes of what you want to work on. Those are the actual references that we're using for your class. In that classroom, we have the profile hair practices. These are all related to the YouTube videos that I've been releasing on YouTube, but your education is much more in depth, and I want you to be able to have the resources at your fingertips. And so they're all included here in the guide and the workbook. Fairies do a lot. These middle classrooms, the nymph and the fairies, are where you're getting the meat of your education. So we're really honing those drawing skills. Going through the 3/4 portrait and the profile, but still doing whimsical. We're not kind of doing realism yet because that's what we're saving to do at the siren level or stage 5. So this is when we kind of switch from whimsical to realism. That's when your skills switch, and then it goes more into Phoenix, which is the last stage, which is more on that. Now, if you notice, I don't put in here all the lessons. You actually have to go through and open up the tabs and go through the lessons, but it is sort of a visual index of the things that you will find. Not everything is indexed visually, but you know, the concepts, the broad concepts that you need to know just in order for you to figure out if you're in the right place. So Phoenix, we're doing realistic features in different perspectives and different, not doing forward facing only all the time. And then we have step-by-steps of literally finding your way around. Like, how do we get from one classroom to the other? Because there's a lot of places you can hang out at Awesome Art School, especially in the Fun Fab Drawing Club. It's a compilation of 20 classrooms. So this guide helps you navigate through all of them. So there's two ways to navigate through all of them. So it's all in here. And then we pretend you're a sprite coming in, like, okay, what would we do? We log in. Then, this is what you see. There's also, you get a certificate issued at the end of every classroom. So this steps just walks you through, tells you if you have questions, if you need tech support, if you want to share, where do you post? And then we go into the bonus classrooms again. So you get automatic enrollment into the drawing challenges or the mixed media challenges, depending on which club you're in. How to find those? So many bonuses. This is a preview of all the bonus classrooms in one shot, and then if you scroll down, it'll take you through one by one. So we have the Fun Fab Figures one. This is an easy way to learn how to draw what you see, and we go over the Quadrant Method, and I literally teach you right here in the guide the Quadrant Method. So this is what we learn to do in the Fun Fab Figures in the lessons, but here is a book form. It's taken from my Learn to Draw Art Deco style, but you can actually use this as a workbook especially if you haven't gotten to the Fun Fab Figures yet. You can see this in writing, a writing version of what I'm teaching in the actual video lessons. This page is huge, and this page I don't have anywhere else besides this, not even in the classroom. And this is the formula that you can use for when you're drawing something to change the scale and the size at which you're drawing. So that is a super handy little guide there. That's on page 80. And then again, there's places for notes. So we have more figures, and then I'm showing you again, how do you get to that classroom? So many fun lessons. And there's the Fun Fab figures, and there's a smattering of them. And then this is my cheat sheet on 9 easy ways to make it your own. So a lot of these cheat sheets too are not on YouTube, and these are just for my club members, like the Creed, the art method, things like this. So if you're coming from YouTube, there's so much more in the clubs. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for so much more. And all the lessons are real time. There's no time lapse. You get all these additional PDF resources. You have all the references. Everything is at your fingertips. And then there's a realistic portraits classroom. And I'm adding on to these all the time. So twice a month, I'm adding new lessons on. So these have a set amount of content in them already. And then this just grows. And that's why it's so important that you make sure that you get my emails, because I'm always saying, okay, here's the lesson and this is where you find it. And if you can't remember how to get somewhere, then you have this guide, which will guide you exactly to where you need to go. This is a new classroom, whimsical faces and random fun. So sometimes I just do kooky things, and that's where those can go. So those are some whimsical faces from those. And then you can, again, jot yourself some notes. This tells you about the hands classroom. How do you get to the hands classroom? What all is in there? Those go along with my book that I published. Brand new Fun Fab Fantasy Classroom. This is already chock full with some of my favorite lessons. So they're all compiled into one hot spot for you. Mermaids and fairies and elves and Game of Thrones. It's all in there. Fashion illustration was a series I did back in 2017, which is learning how to draw the figures using the 9 heads method and the croquis. And again, those are all together. Then I have a little page which talks about the differentiation between my fashion illustration series and my Fun Fab Figures series. They're completely different, even though they're both drawing figures. So why? What? In case you don't know, you're like, which one do I choose? You can read this page and that will tell you. Tone paper classroom, brand new classroom as well. I love working on tone paper. It's a really fascinating, interesting, and fun way to work. So there's projects that are in there for you. Brand new classroom, furry friends. This is coming up. This is coming winter of 2020. So if you're somehow watching this video and you're not yet enrolled and you want to do animal lessons, you're going to need to get in here because this is where they're going to be. That's coming up over the winter. Our Deco Classroom is already filled with 11 lessons for you, all inspired and come directly from my series of books that I just published in 2020. Then you have all of my 100 Fun Fab Faces challenge videos, which are 20 videos. This alone is reason to join the club. These lessons have inspired thousands of people to really up their, and I'm not just saying that. If you can go to Instagram and literally look up the hashtag 100 Fun Fab Faces, and you will see thousands of posts of people that are working to develop their face drawing skills based on the lessons that I taught, and they're all there. It's for you to look at. Super inspiring and super cool. Fun Fab Florals. This is also going to be brand new. I'm going to launch this in the spring. Probably before enrollment opens next. So again, you're going to want to hop in here. Flowers is where you want to be. Those are coming next after the animals. And then I have a whole classroom here on dudes, which is actually quite a few projects in there, which are my freaking favorite. Loki in the middle there. So yummy. Need more. You also, like I mentioned, have access to the entire YouTube and cheat sheet library. Like all of my YouTube videos across 2 channels and all of my cheat sheets, I think I'm up to 20, are all in here. And anytime you need any, you can just go and download them. This is also available separately at Awesome Art School for $5 a month, but it is bundled into your membership at no extra cost. So that's how to get there. Finding cheat sheets. How do you find them? Where are they located? Okay, so then we're into the frequently asked questions part where if you have answers about your membership, if you need to cancel, if you need to update your credit card, when will you be billed? What if prices go up? Will that affect me? And the answer always is no, it will not. You're grandfathered in at the price at which you joined. So many. What if I want to switch clubs? Like all this information is in here. Not only the answers, but also the how-to. So this is literally step-by-step how to update your credit card information. If that's not enough, there's a link to a video I made about how to update your credit card information. Answers to your Facebook questions. How do I join her group? How can I comment on someone's post? How do I upload a picture? How am I notified if when Karen goes live? All included in this book. YouTube questions. How do I subscribe to Karen's YouTube channel? Did you know that Karen has 3 YouTube channels? Yes, I do. One is dedicated just for videos like this one, pertaining to the Awesome Art School and all the things. How do I leave a comment on YouTube? What is the description box? Where is the description box? How do I leave a comment? How do I share a YouTube video? How do I save a YouTube video? Oh, I'm like out of breath. Answers to your questions about downloading. How do you download lessons? Do you have access forever? How do you download PDFs? How do you download JPEGs? Answers to questions about email. Who do I email if I have a question? How often do you send out emails? How do you resubscribe if you've accidentally unsubscribed? About new lessons. How often are new lessons posted? On the 8th and the 22nd of every month. And then their emails are coming. Video answers to Common Club questions. So these are all video links that answer all of the questions I just answered for you in text. I also have videos about if you have suggestions for new lessons. I encourage you to add them in here. You can always reach out to me and let me know if you have an idea. I love listening to your ideas. The Animals Classroom, the Flowers Classrooms are based directly on students who said, hey, I want to have this. And I said, great, we'll make it happen. These are the people that you turn to when you need help. There's my beautiful friend Tara, who is on call all day to answer your questions, along with myself, our email addresses, all the books, all the links. And also, just so you know, Awesome Art School is not run by just me. It takes a team of clearly incredibly beautiful individuals who are very talented in very specific different parts of the school. And it's all of us working together to make that happen for you. Just so you know, I'm not in a vacuum. I'm not working all this by myself. I have this incredible team who help me every single day be able to do all of these things, like create this guide, have the images for it, make a pretty cover. All of this involves a lot of people working together, and these are all the people. So I wanted you to see them. Very last page. I am so grateful that you're you and that you are here. Now let's go make some awesome art. Woo! And don't forget to have fun. So that's my personal message to you. So this is all in the guide. This is also available on Amazon as well as in my Etsy shop if you want the actual paper copy. And I'm out of breath. To find this. I didn't even talk about that yet. To find this, what you need to do is go to Awesome Art School, click on my courses at the top, click on the Mother Hub, which is the Fun Fab Drawing Club main classroom. And as you can see right here, under pick the stage you're in and begin, watch this video to see how you find your way around. And then right under there is the official guide and workbook. You click on that, and there it is. And I think you just click the, oh gosh, you have to scroll down to the bottom. Oh, there it is. You just scroll under it, and then you just click the little paper clip, and it will download right to your downloads folder. That's it. I hope you enjoy this mega, massive resource. And as always, if you have any questions, I am here for you, and I'm always happy to help. You can email me, Karen at awesomeartschool.com. Enjoy the guide, you guys.